All right, so I was born in the 80s, and I grew up 80s, 90s, and Volvos were a thing. So back when I was a kid, I feel like Volvo and Jaguar kind of shared the space that Audi now occupies. I had relatives with Volvos, a couple people with Jags. I never saw an Audi, anyone with an Audi growing up. You know, BMW, Mercedes, we knew, but these are very nice vehicles. I love how this has no tint and the tan interior. I think that always pops. You know, if you had tint on this car, it would still look good because it's very well styled, but just with that tan interior, it just pops with no tint when you can see inside like that. The wheels are huge, but they still have good rubber, so you don't feel like you're riding on rubber bands. But we'll go ahead and hop in. The term that comes to mind when I think about Volvos is falling off. And I don't think it's because they're like Jag. I've heard people complain that they're not quality. This is kind of weird that it doesn't have like metal tips or it's not metal. This door is kind of small, but we're going to go ahead and hop in. I mean, this feels very solid and actually good space here. You have a panel roof. This vehicle smells really good. This is very comfortable leather. It's kind of old school because it's not perforated. It's more comfortable than an Audi. Audi's leather is really, and their seats are really not super comfortable. I mean, it's really more of a flex or sporty. But anyway, this is somewhere between an Audi and a Lincoln or a Cadillac. Anyway, this is a very nice interior. I like that light accent. This roof is great. I mean, the cabin looks excellent. You know, you get fingerprints and things, but it's a very, very nice vehicle. I don't know how well it'll hold up. Again, it looks as good as any Mercedes, BMW, Jaguar, Audi to me. So, and then you have, you know, heated seats back here. And you have a charging port. There is a tunnel hump, which is weird. I don't know if this is all-wheel drive. Maybe it is. Very solid vehicle. So, obviously, it's low slung. And when you sit in it, it doesn't feel like you're sitting on the floor. Or, again, it doesn't feel lesser than any German rival. Very heavy doors. Getting in, I do feel pampered. I mean, I don't know what's going on with these little small black buttons, but this is a very nice digital cockpit. You got the radio. Sounds good. I love this display. You know, it's digital. Easy to use. And it's not overstyled. You have leather up here, stitching here. This is actually electronic, so when you're backing up, it'll show the backup camera. I can tell that. You have your controls for the sunroof there. This is a very, very nice. You got your Swedish flag there. I love the back of these headrests. This is kind of, I don't know who did it first, but it's Tesla-esque. And then just, again, looking in the back seat, you're not going to get in this vehicle and say, oh, this is like near luxury. No, this is luxury. So, and the styling is superb. Very simple button layout here. You got your parking brake. I don't know if that's your auto hold, but you start here, drive mode selector there, and then the shifter right here. I'm sure that's electronic. And you feel nestled, but you don't feel claustrophobic here. So, very, very good vehicle. Don't know why they don't sell. Maybe it has to do with support and just availability. And this vehicle doesn't have a bad angle. And lastly, I'll say I remember riding in Volvos before, and they are relatives that have Volvos. it. They always had headrest in the back, and a lot of American cars didn't back in the day. But I remember riding and they had leather or nice velour interiors, and it's just a, you know, continuation of that. Nice chrome tips here. This is a Volvo SUV, and I think part of the reason they've been forgotten because this vehicle was really, really good. Just as good as an Audi, a BMW, or Mercedes. And this is an XC40. But I think just inconsistent car releases and then quality. So this one, as you can see, has an automatic tailgate, which is nice. You know, decent room. Back here, a little under storage compartment. We always love automatic tailgates. The back of the vehicle looks very stylish. There's not a bad angle on this vehicle. I like the wheels too. The two-tone top is nice, and the doors are pretty good size. Interior's nice. It's blacked out. You have piano black. Excuse the sunlight, but yeah, very nice contrast. These back seats are comfortable. You have this like velour inlet material, and then leather right here. Soft touch, hard touch. This is an interesting thing right here. Carpeted door inlays. You have your net back here. You have your vents back here. And you do have a charger back here. I would say this vehicle's probably the size of a Ford Escape. But this is a 2020. It's not bad. Has a 2-liter turbocharged engine, which is comparable to an Audi. I think this display is classy. You still have audio controls here. You know, charge ports here. So steering wheel's nice. Yeah, you have your automatic parking brake. Everything looks good. I don't know.